Living with depression can be like living in darkness, and there's no way out. You can't see any way out. There's nothing. There's nobody. You're on your own. So when you love someone with depression, you're living with someone who is not seeing what you're seeing in life. They see it from a very different angle. It's cold, it's sad, you're devastated, but you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. We were brought up in a Christian home, not far from here, and we went to Little Gospel Hall in Blair Hall. My parents, they did everything to encourage us. My dad used to take me every Sunday and every Friday to a Bible class and a youth fellowship. Out of that came friendships and relationships, one of which was myself and my first husband, Fergus. So in 1987 we started dating, and 1990 we got married. He was somebody that had lots of friends, who was life and soul of the party, who carried everyone along, who was there at any time of the day and night for anybody that needed him, anybody, which was a complete flip of what he was really feeling inside. In 1993 I had my first daughter Shannon, and following her in 1995 Alex was born. 2 weeks before Shannon was born, Fergus lost a family member, and that triggered a very deep-seated depression. As a wife, it was heartbreaking. It wasn't really what you envisaged a marriage to be. The 2 years before he died, he was well enough to enjoy being with us, bonding with the children. For me, looking back, that's a big thing to be thankful for. And if that was the note we ended on, then that was fine. That morning I got up to get the children to school. Quite often he would sleep down here. There was no sign. I looked out the window, the car was gone. I phoned a family member and said he wasn't here, and that's when everything unfolded. I had a very strong sense that something was very wrong. I decided to get the girls up for school and get them out the house. And by the time I'd driven up to the school, which is only about half a mile away, the bell had gone. I just ushered them in and go, run, run. I was physically shaken to the point where I could hardly get myself in the car, bearing in mind I hadn't been told anything at this point. That morning my plan was to do a huge pile of ironing, which is quite common in this house. And as I was walking out the kitchen, I could see something in the corner of the room. It wasn't the shape of an angel or a person or anything. It was like the area of the wall in itself was moving. There was a cloudy look about it, but it wasn't a thing, but it was there. And it gave me a sense of calm and peace. And at that point, I closed the cupboard door. I saw my brother-in-law coming up the driveway, sombre. And he came in and he said, he's away. And I said, I know. And he said, what? Has your mum phoned you? And I was like, no, I know. Of course, after a death, there's things to organise. Every morning you're waking up and, you come to the reality again that your day is planning a funeral. Your life is different. This has happened. When you go to sleep, you're away from that. And when you waken up to the thud of 50 sympathy cards coming through your door out of kindness, out of love, but they are a reminder every day of what you have to go through that day. And our bodies and our minds, we suffer when there's a loss. But actually what I was shown that day, that changed my perspective, and it drew me closer, and it showed me a real truth behind the things that I had believed from a young age and had read and had heard, but hadn't really had such a powerful experience that it changed my life. I was given an opportunity to walk very personally with God day to day, and quite often when I was feeling quite low, and I'd look at the hills out the window and I would think about the verse, I will lift up mine eyes to the hill from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. This is the thing that gives me the strength to see day to day, no matter how tough they are, no matter how devastatingly difficult the days are. The strength doesn't come from me, it comes from the Lord.